is, okay, I don't think it has a definite definition for me. It's a journey, it's a challenge, it's a connection, it's vulnerability because you have to give yourself and open yourself up to this person who wasn't in your space a few weeks or a few days or a few hours ago. So what is love? I don't know, but I just know it's a beautiful thing and it's a beautiful place to be at. Good. So first time I fell in love, primary school. Okay, that was way before I started getting my seizures. But yes, my big bro had friends. They were cute boys. So yeah, that was one. That was my first time, and yeah, he might be watching, so I won't say his name, but I had your name over all my notebooks. Yeah, I wasn't writing notes in class. I just had, yes, doodling your name and yes, our wedding and the number of children we'd have. So that was the first time I fell in love. Yes, right now I still have my crushes, and yes, it excites me, but no, it doesn't make me have a seizure. Okay, maybe there's that guy who's gonna come and then he'll like literally blow me off my feet and I'll have a seizure. But until then, I have everything in control. Disappointments, yeah. I think we've all been disappointed in love. Yeah, you meet a guy and you feel he's the one. And I don't know why when we meet someone, we always think they're the one, even if there was another one. But yeah, for this, the particular case I want to talk about is when I'd just been diagnosed with epilepsy, and he wasn't there for me. Like I was still learning about my illness. I was still learning how to cope. I was still learning about what is required of me. I think I just dropped out of uni, so I was also trying to cope with that. And I just needed someone to be there, and he wasn't there at all. And so I felt that I needed to go back to me and just iron out what was happening to me alone before I can start dealing with the additional stress of following up on someone and wondering why they're not there for me and helping me through this journey. What impacts my sexual assault has had on my love life? I'd say I take everyone with a pinch of salt nowadays. I just don't let anyone into my personal space. I have like this thing that goes on at the back of my mind, and I look at people and just the way their mannerisms and their behaviors, words they would use. And yes, I've forgiven the guy who raped me. It's not on me. It's not something I carry. It's not my burden. It's not my load. He did something to me. He violated me. So I don't see why I should be the one suffering. I don't see why every day I should wake up and cry. I don't see why every day I should say I don't deserve to live this life because of something that was done to me, something that I didn't call for. So it's not anything I carry. So what do I expect from someone who loves me? Okay, I'd use something I call the 3 Ps. So someone who'll be a provider, and provider doesn't necessarily mean material provision. So someone who'll be there to provide thoughts, to provide exchanges, to provide it doesn't necessarily, because most of the time when you hear I need a provider, everybody like, oh, gold digger, materialistic, but it doesn't necessarily have to be money. And I would want someone who is a protector, someone who'll know that this is the path Sitawa is going on, these are the ups and downs that she goes through, and I'll be able to guide her and guard her as humanly possibly that they can. And then last but not least, a priest, someone who goes before me, someone who praise over me, someone who sends positive vibes my way every day, even if they don't call me, or I just know that there's somewhere where those positive vibes being sent my way. First of all, people living with epilepsy are people, and they have rights like any other person living on this land. So it is up to everyone. It's not just the government, it's not just the churches, it's not just the civil society organization that are fighting for the rights of people with epilepsy, but it is upon everyone. If anyone around you or any story you read of a person who is living with epilepsy, who has been sexually violated, it is upon you. What are you doing to reduce the ignorance? What are you doing to help promote the rights of people living with epilepsy? The person living with epilepsy themselves also have to empower themselves on their own rights, and they should know that they're not anybody's pity party. They have full lives, they have full rights like anyone else. They only have an illness that puts them down for a few minutes, and they're capable of doing anything, so they should enjoy the rights every other citizen of the land enjoys. So send those applications.